So my name is Mason Michaels, and I'm an education major, and I did my PowerPoint and synthesis essay over how women's hair relates to literature, and the title is Changes in Women's Hair. So the way it ties in is has to do with symbolism and how certain people and characters in movies and poems are made in their hairstyles. Are made to show sexuality and stuff like that. So, kind of have fun when doing this PowerPoint. So, yeah. Next slide. Okay, so in The Rape of the Lock, who was written by Alexander Pope, this is a poem we had to read for class. It took Barron 3 tries to accomplish snipping off part of Belinda's hair. Barron and Calista thought it was a good idea to cut some of her hair off, and this shows how women and femininity were viewed. Clarissa, was the one who handed Barron the scissors, and after all this happens, Calista tells Belinda that's going to be okay, and she should think of it as humor and not be so mad. Because of course, if someone was going to snip off your hair, you would be mad because with a piece just randomly being snipped off, it's going to kind of look a little bit silly. So when Pope wrote this poem, his goal was to address beauty versus poetry, which he does because in The Rape of the Lock, this offers a glimpse at the 18th century court life. So off the top right is a picture of like kind of what it was like for the 18th century court life. All these girls' hair done up, real tight curl to their heads, beautiful dresses, and then this is a title and title cover of The Rape of the Lock. Okay, so this relates to women's hairs. I did more of the decade of the 1900s because that's when the movie I want to talk about, Pretty Woman, came out during that time. So, relation to women's hairstyles back in the day are different than they are today, which obviously we all know. The way I'm wearing my hair now, a bun, you didn't really see a lot of buns back in the day, but you could. Woman's hair was poofy, curly. Oh, sorry, I just changed sides on me. Poofy, curly, or wavy. They had bangs in the front a lot of times, or tight curls to their head back in the 1900s. So you can see here more volume, a lot of curls, swooshed over like that. There's no bangs in this picture, but a lot of people did have bangs, or they had really poofy and curly hair, or just like a lot of volume. They teased it up and stuff. I remember my mom's pictures back in the day. Very short. A lot of times people had short hair and a lot of volume to it. Okay, so in Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts changed her hair a lot throughout the movie to make her look sexy because she was playing the role as a hooker. Some of her styles consisted. It just turned on me again. Some of her styles consisted of using a wig. So in picture later, I'm gonna show you. She has a wig on. She had it permed, which perms were a big thing. A lot of people you don't see getting perms as much today. Big tight girls and also updo. Sexuality of hair. In Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts plays the role as a hooker. Like I said before, in the way she wore her hair was meant to show her sexuality. So obviously she always had her face done up, makeup, hair, outfits, and that's a reason because that's the role she played in the movie. Belinda, on the other hand, in The Rape of the Lock, was preparing for a battle, and this battle was like between the sexes, and it showed how she decided to prepare her hair. She probably threw it up. The character Belinda is based on the historical Arbella Former, which is a member of the Pope's Circle of Roman Catholics. So, obviously, as you see here, this is actually a picture of Arbella Former and what she looked like. So you can see here her hair is pulled back with some curls coming down. Snipping off her hair was just a parody that was overly exaggerated. Usually the upper class overemphasized themselves a lot of times, and this just shows how her hair represented her sexuality. There's pictures that show different hairstyles. This is all Julia Roberts. So here at the top right, you can see it's real poofed and curly. The curls aren't necessarily like tight, but they're pretty tight. It kind of has a little more of a messy look. Next to that is the cover of the movie. What was on most movie covers is her and the guy, and looks more like a perm to me. Her hair is real curly, really curly and poofy. Here you see her in a hat, dressed up real nice in a purple polka dotted dress. That usually, a lot of people's, to be honest with you, hats are coming back in style. A lot of girls are starting to wear hats. So, I know that was a thing back in the 1900s, girls wearing hats, but it's starting to come back. In the next picture, she has an updo. This is when they went out during the movie. They went out for a night, which went to a ball or a party, and you can see it's real curled and everything else is pinned back. So it's just kind of curled right here and then pinned back up in the updo. So, and then in the last one, she has a wig on. That's not her real hair. You can see the front bangs going across. Alright, and that's all I have. Thank you for watching my PowerPoint.